Hello, and welcome back to a brand new episode. I'm your host, Kellyanne Gorman, and I'm so excited to have you here because we are talking all about mental health and menopause. Menopause is something I never thought I would be talking about on this show, but here we are. Mental health, I've always been an open book about, but the two go hand in hand. So I am here to share my experience in the hopes of helping at least one other person out there dealing with this absolute nightmare. I don't know what else to call it. This is literally what it is. It has tormented my life for the last year and a half, 2 years, and I didn't even really know what was going on. I literally went from PMSing to having PMDD to immediately jumping into menopause and then perimenopause, back to menopause. So now I guess I'm in perimenopause, according to my brand new doctor who I'm absolutely obsessed with, who I'll share about in a minute. But I cannot believe the shit that your body goes through, your mind, your body, and your soul when you're going through menopause. So if you are late 30s, early 40s, 50s, and you're dealing with anything that your body is doing to you, this episode is for you because I feel like I've been a guinea pig to so many supplements, so many holistic treatments, so many doctors, and just all of the things to get answers. And going through my Bean Talk journey, because all these women on TikTok were talking about how beans and adding so much more soluble fiber into their diet was helping with their menopause symptoms. And for me, it really worked. And I have at least 10 different videos going viral right now because I talk about that. And women are constantly searching for answers. So I'm hoping the same thing happens with this episode, is that women dealing with any kind of mental health and menopause issues, they find this episode because I'm sharing with you what works for me and also what I've recently found out what I was diagnosed with. So to begin, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I started, my thighs and my arms just were getting bigger. And I just was in pain all of the time. I'll clean the whole entire house in an hour, no problem. But then I'm dead. Literally, I am in so much pain. Running up and down the stairs is so painful. And I'm about to be 48. I shouldn't feel like I'm 78. Do you know what I mean? What the fuck is happening? And I'm all about eating anti-inflammatory things. I'm doing my lymphatic drainage. I'm trying to drink less alcohol, limiting my amount of caffeine, doing my vibrating plate, anything you could think of, going for walks, I'm doing all the time, but I just felt like shit. And going through menopause, my anxiety is worse, which triggers my PTSD. I'm super depressed all the time, and I wake up and I'm a positive person. I make up my bed. I'm grateful that I'm alive, and that's it. And I go on with my work day and whatever else I'm trying to accomplish in my life. And I just was so depressed and I was just in so much pain. And a couple months ago, I started seeing these women post about lipedema. And I'm like, oh my God, her thighs look like mine. Oh my God, her arms look like mine. And I said to a couple of my friends, I'm like, I feel like I have this. So a couple months ago, I called this specialist that I had found here in Las Vegas. There's only one. And they said I needed to get a referral from my primary. So I went backwards, went to my primary, who I see a nurse practitioner because the doctors here in Vegas suck, with the exception of 2 that I've met with this week, which completely changed my mindset. And I'm a huge patient advocate, especially since I was misdiagnosed with all these diseases and overdosed with chemo and put on chemo in the first place and then put on 13 prescription medications. The first thing I do when I wake up, if I can open my eyes and put my feet on the floor and make my bed, is my gratitude practice. And I'm so grateful for one, I'm still alive. I made it through all of those misdiagnoses, plural, and having to represent myself in 6 different medical malpractice legal cases. And that alone is so traumatic. And if I could do that because I was told I was going to be blind and paralyzed, I better be grateful that I can wake up and open my eyes, put my feet on the floor, and make my bed, which is something I do every single day. So find a gratitude practice that works best for you. I highly suggest journaling and sound healing. Doing a sound bath is my number one go-to every single night. I sleep to an 8-hour sound bath every single night, and I have for maybe the last 6 years. I also do one in the morning or the afternoon when I'm feeling and I can't fucking breathe. I'm doing a sound bath. And there's different hurts depending on what you're trying to heal. So you could do your research. I always say go follow the Copper Vessel Susie, my friend on Instagram, because she is an expert in this healing department, and this is literally her business. And everything I know, I've learned from her. So I just felt like shit over the last few years. And I just thought it was like getting old, and then I was depressed, and I would just go on with my day, you know? So going to the primary, and then I got my referral, and I finally went to the specialist who I saw on Monday. I was diagnosed with having stage 1 lipedema and stage 2 lymphedema. Immediately, she touched my arms, my thighs, and she's like, yes, you definitely, absolutely, 100% have this. She also gave me a therapy session. She also was explaining to me that I'm going to need surgery in order to, I could do a whole nother episode on just these two diseases, but I have them. And that explains, it's almost like a huge sigh of relief. Like, okay, I'm not fucking crazy, because when you have PMDD and you're going through menopause, you think you're fucking crazy. You're losing your goddamn mind. And at some moments you do. And the beans really helped me with that. Like, you may think that's crazy, but go look on Bean Talk and go look at my Everything is Messy TikTok. That's where all my viral videos are right now. And people are searching for this. Women are searching for this content. Not content, but information on how to help with menopause, because you will lose your fucking mind. It literally is like the worst hormone switch. Like, immediately, like within a blink of an eye, like snap of a finger, like shit changes in your body and your mind changes. So I have followed a lot of supplement protocols, the Bean protocol, and I like to switch things up. So I just posted a video on my Kellyanne Gorman official TikTok about what I'm currently taking my supplements. A lot of them are from BrainMD Health, which is Dr. Daniel Amen, aka BrainMD, who is a psychiatrist who studied over 300,000 brain scans. And I found him when I started my healing journey around the time I started my legal cases, I think. And he was saying how powerful saffron was. And I talk about this in my content like so many times. I would literally in the middle of the pandemic have to go to the international market in San Diego with my freaking mask on and search for saffron. And it was so expensive and so high in demand, and people were stealing shit left and right because, hello, we're in the pandemic, that they had it in this little treasure box, this little lock box, like under a cash register, and only a manager had access to it. And so I would always get my saffron and sprinkle it on my green tea I would prep every week, because I usually prep my iced coffee and my iced tea like every week. I have these cute little jars from like these pictures from Target, and I've been using them for years. And so I would sprinkle saffron, because saffron helps with the inflammation in your brain. And whenever I would start PMSing, I would just get so anxious and depressed. And when I found that when I used the saffron, I would make that feeling go away. Now, if I use too much saffron, I would get headache immediately. So immediately, like, I get a little obsessive when I find something I love. Like, I kind of OD on it in the beginning. You can't do that with saffron. Cut to about a year and a half ago, one of my clients, a good close friend of mine now, told me that he has a supplement line. Well, she didn't know I like had this story with him. And she's like, oh my God, this is from this Dr. Daniel Amen. I'm like, what? So I didn't even know he had his own supplement line now. So I started taking Happy Saffron Plus, which is for mood support, appetite control, really helps with sugar cravings, but for sure with anxiety and depression, like definitely for the mood. I started taking that. A couple months ago, I started taking so many more of his supplements. I take his magnesium in the afternoon after lunch. I take his L-theanine focus gummies that are sugar-free. I have the Omni Protein, which is like only 130 or 120 calories or something like that per scoop, at 22 grams of protein. It's vegan, it's plant-based, it's phenomenal. I have a whole box of other supplements coming, and they are my go-to supplements. I also take Force Factor to grow my hair back, because I'm losing so much hair, which is why I constantly chop my hair off so it actually feels full, because when it's longer, I feel bald on top, and that gives me major PTSD from when I was going through chemo and I lost like clumps of hair at a time. And I just actually made a video about that a few days ago. And then what else do I take right now? I'm taking, I think it's Physicians Formula, the gut microbiome and probiotics, something like that. So when it comes to supplements, I am your girl. I will school you on what you should take just from my own personal experience, because I know it's going to probably 99% help you. But getting diagnosed with lipedema and lymphedema like threw me for a loop. So for years, I've been a patient advocate because I was misdiagnosed, and I never thought I'd be talking about having an issue. I mean, I have Hashimoto's. I feel like half the world has Hashimoto's with my thyroid, but I also feel like not a lot of people talk about that. The ones that do always talk about being on an anti-inflammatory diet. I personally think that my thyroid is so fucked up right now because I'm just immune to my levothyroxine meds, and it's just like my hormones are going crazy, and I feel like it was causing this lipedema, and I don't even know, like my mind was so fucked up. So to actually get diagnosed with something again, like I have an issue, like threw me for a loop. I did my crying videos on the internet, aka therapy, which usually I do on the show, but I knew I was going to be recording today, so I'm saving this whole episode for you now. But I'm like, what the fuck causes lipedema? Because I did my own research, and sure enough, she said thyroid, hormones, menopause, which will obviously trigger it, but also trauma and chemotherapy. So then PTSD immediately kicked in, and I'm like, these motherfuckers, these doctors pumped all these fucking drugs in my system for no reason, and they're still in my system no matter how many holistic healing treatments, how much plant-based things I have, how many fasts I do, how many, like whatever it is I've done to heal my body, it's never going to be enough. I've got this shit floating around in my body, which is causing these fat pockets to just sit in my legs and my arms and make me feel like shit. And all of that, like, seriously triggered me. And then that's when I did another crying video on the internet. Now I'm good. Like, I'm a strong bitch. Like, I'm going to get shit done. I'm going to tackle this. I don't know about the surgery. I know I need it, but I'm definitely going to go a holistic route first, because my insurance will only cover like so many lymphatic drainage massage sessions. I think I have 8. So if I space them out, I could get surgery in the fall. The surgeries for this lipedema and lymphedema are torturous. Like, you will be swollen for months, and I don't want to do that. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. But I was diagnosed with stage 1 lipedema and stage 2 lymphedema. So basically, when you have lipedema, which is like, it's not anything that if I go on a GLP-1, if I lose weight, like it's going to go away. This is a disease, which a lot of doctors don't recognize. So I'm so grateful that I immediately just went to a specialist and she put me at ease, which has never happened. Okay. I was hysterically crying. I think in that office because I was just like solidified and got an answer from somebody that like I literally trust. She's like, no. She's like, you have this and you have this and this is why. She's like, your whole past like of medical history and what you're going through now literally gave you this. I'm like, what the fuck? So I have to flip my mindset and go back to one, being grateful that I'm alive from the shit I had to deal with before, to now be another patient advocate to what I have now. Like, pay it forward for the women that helped me get here to know that like something's up with my body. I'm not just like fat and overweight. I have a disease, and because I have so much of it and it hasn't been treated like whatsoever, it basically clogs your whole lymphatic system, which then causes lymphedema. So that's why I have both. And that is worse. So I have stage 2 of that. So I'm flipping my mindset. I'm being positive. I'm becoming a patient advocate for this now, and always advocating for yourself, number 1. So if you are going through anything mental health related, as this is Mental Health Awareness Month in May, and menopause as well, I'm going to tell you 2 fucking things right now. 1, listen to your mind and your gut, because they will always tell you what is up, like something is wrong, and if you need to take a break. If you work on the internet, as do I, and you need a fucking break, you take one. If you don't want to talk to your friends, you just want to binge watch some shows, you just want to go for a walk, you want to be alone, that's what you fucking do. If you have to like defend yourself to somebody, then they're not the people that you should be surrounding yourself with. I have a handful of friends I would never have to do that with, ever, because they know. And I highly suggest to explain this to your group of friends if they don't know. Be open and honest. Be like, hey, like, I'm really depressed. Like, I just want to be alone. I'm going through a rough time right now. I just want to be alone. Or, hey, can you come over? Like, I'm not feeling so hot. Like, I really want somebody around me. You've got to open your mouth and let it be known, because living in silence is not good. And I've tried that, and it's just, it is definitely not good. When I was going through chemo, like, I just wanted to die. But then I flipped my mindset. I was like, no, bitch, like, you are getting through this. You are going to the beach. And that is where I wrote my book. And every single day I wrote my chapters on the beach, and I got through it. And here I am. So the fact that I have a disease now, it's fine. Like, I'm going to get through it, because I'm going to use my patient advocacy as a stepping tool kind of for myself to power me forward, but also advocate so other women can find out more about this, just like how I was sharing how eating beans for breakfast was helping with menopause symptoms. Now, the best ways for you to not get rid of, because you're not going to get rid of, but help with your lipedema symptoms are the legs on the wall, the vibrating plate, the red light therapy, eating an anti-inflammatory diet. And let me tell you something. I don't know what, but like the last few days, I have felt like not as swollen. And I don't know if it's because I stopped eating beans or I actually went for walks. I'm doing more of my vibration plate. I'm eating a lot cleaner. And I did drink my wine. So I don't know. I just feel different. So I'm going to be very mindful and start sharing more of my journey next week. I'm going to start like a series on my social media, on my Everything is Messy TikTok, which will then funnel to all my other channels everywhere else. My Kellyanne Gorman official TikTok is more for like my books and my business. I've separated them now. And then of course I have TikTok shop on both. But I think it's really important that if I feel good enough mentally, physically, and emotionally, that I share my journey to help other women searching for stories like this so that they can help themselves as well. Because that's exactly how I found out about this, is women sharing their stories. I'm not going to be posting pictures of my thighs and arms on the internet. I'm not really comfortable with that right now, but we will see. So now I want to share with you what my next appointment was. I swear to God, I've had so many fucking doctor's appointments. I'm like, this is what you do when you get old. Today, I rescheduled a gastro consult because I had too much work to do in a short period of time. So I was like, that can wait. Like, I don't need to deal with a colonoscopy at this very moment of my life. So I then had a appointment with my OB for like my yearly visit and going over hormones that I had labs done. And I was pissed because my primary, who I see a nurse practitioner there, because the primary I just can't stand. And I can only usually just get in with the nurse practitioner. And for me, all I care about is getting labs done so I can literally look at them myself. And my thyroid has been so out of whack. And that next appointment is next Friday. So I'll keep you posted on that. But I also found out from the lipedema specialist, who is a genius. She said that if you're on levothyroxine, which is the generic, too long, it's really not going to have as many benefits. Because I'm like, I swear to God, I'm like immune to this med because I've been on it for like 20 something years. She's like, you should probably go on Synthroid. I'm like, I don't want to be on anything. And I even tried giving up that medicine and tried Brazil nuts, 2 or 3 Brazil nuts in the morning. That didn't work out. It skyrocketed my thyroid. But hormones and thyroid will also trigger the lipedema. So that's why she's so well versed in this. Now, what else she told me is that you have to be ready to be like really high maintenance with self-care, like your morning and evening routine, which I always have been. But now I'm like really waking up earlier because I did a video the other day. Like, if you want to get shit done, you have to wake up earlier. It's the only way you're going to have a productive day. Today, I was up at 4:47 because I had so much shit to accomplish before I had to get my work done because I only have limited hours today. And I was going to go to this appointment, but then I was like, no, I can't. I need to reschedule. Like, work is my priority right now. I need to do that. Like, if this is a consult, I can do that later. So anyway, I then had to go to my OB appointment for my yearly visit. And then she told me because I have had to get the breast cancer and ovarian cancer screening, I have to now get like a pap smear and a mammogram, which I had 6 in one day, by the way. That was also a fun day. Every year now, just to make sure that I don't have cancer, because it's like in my genes, but like I don't have the one like gene, but it's like in my family history. And because I've gone through so much chemo. So that's fine. I know now I have to get checked like every year, because usually you can go like a couple years, but honestly, like I'm good with that. And then she starts going on a rant about hormones. She's like, it doesn't stop like getting your hormones checked. Like you're going to go crazy. She's like, it's going to be all over the place all the time. Your thyroid's going to be all over the place all the time. But like you're following up with your thyroid doctor next Friday. So I said, okay. She's like, you need to do X, Y, and Z. And I was like, okay. And she just started talking. And I'm like, why are you, I said, you need to be on TikTok. Like, why are you here in this office? Like, you need to share this with other women. Like, I just learned so much shit from you and the lipedema specialist on Monday. Like, then I haven't such a long time. Women are constantly searching for information regarding hormones. And she's like, oh, I do. I have viral videos about it. I was like, oh my God. By the way, I'm naked in like the paper cloth, okay? This is the second time I've talked about my social media accounts and done business with people while naked in their doctor's office. I just forget, and I'm talking to somebody, and I'm like so inspired. I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, so shout out to my new friend who also has a business, which I'll share with you at the end of the show, because I always like to shout out small businesses, but also... holy shit, did I learn so much from her. I was just like floored. Like I wanted to keep talking to her. By the way, I'm still naked in my paper cloth and I just got my hair like zipped done. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Anyway, I learned so much. And then I said, I don't know how this happened, but I said, maybe I said like a GLP-1 or something, but I want to get the pill. She's like, I'll fucking write you a prescription right now. And I was like, what? But my insurance doesn't cover it, so I have to pay out of pocket, but I don't want a shot. I cannot deal with a fucking needle. So I'm going to start a GLP-1. I think it's the Wegovy pill. And I've been against this for so long, and my friends are like, I can't believe you're actually going to do that. But right now, like, I trust this woman so much. I feel like that's what I needed, because listen, I was told for years that I can't have, well, I didn't want it, first of all, because it's brand new. I have PTSD. I feel like all these things are going to happen to people on one. It's a needle. Like I didn't want it, but learning how it can help my thyroid so much, possibly my lipedema and lymphedema and other things that I'm dealing with in my body, like menopause and all the things, hormones, and especially my thyroid. But also I was brainwashed to think that somebody with Hashimoto's couldn't be on it, because I've heard a lot of doctors say that. Now, why am I trusting doctors that I've never physically met when I had to go sue 6 neurologists and had 11 at the end of the day for my last cases when I was misdiagnosed? I don't know. That's how my brain works. So I am so excited to be starting one, maybe in a couple of weeks. It's going to be like a really mild dose, and then I'm going to follow up with my now hormone expert, we'll call her, every month to see like where I'm at. And she's like, it's honestly going to help your hormones and your thyroid. She's like, who the fuck told you that? And I was like, I don't know. Like I just had it in my head, but I don't want a needle. But now since the pill came out, I'm just like, fuck it, let me try. But I didn't think I could get it. And she's like, no, I'll literally write you a prescription right now. Like this is going to change your life. And I'm like, I believe you. We are now best friends. So I'm excited that I'm going to start doing that. I think I have to pay $150 or $200 a month for it. But honestly, if it's going to change how I feel every single day, that to me is worth it. Okay. So that's an exciting announcement, because I was so anti everything and almost all of my friends are on them. But for me personally, I just have so much PTSD around like new things that was just like not my vibe. So I'm really excited to do that, to try that. But after being in pain for about 1.5 to 2 years, I now have answers, thanks to TikTok once again. And let me tell you, if you are not sharing your story, if you don't feel comfortable of your own story, whether it's mental health, whether it's something health related, like when you share your story, you are able to help so many other people, specifically women. If you are also dealing with hormones, thyroid, menopause, trauma, like literally anything. And I just think it's so important. And like when I talk about how you have to get up for being productive and, you know, being organized and becoming your best self, and that's personally and professionally, that's everything I wrote about in my book. And now I'm like, no wonder why I can't get through my healing and grief chapters for my second book, because I'm still fucking going through it. This is just all happening to me to make a better book. That's literally what I have to tell myself. But I wanted to share a couple things with you in the show note. Well, first of all, kellyannecares.com is brand new website. And it's super basic. That's exactly how I want it. All the information is there. My brand new business reset calls are there. My brand new podcast episodes are there. My brand new premiere program, Messy to Momentum, is there, which the next episode I'm going to record for you is going to be all about business and my brand new coaching program. But Everything is Messy is on sale today. You can grab your digital copy in the show notes. The show notes have links to every single thing that I have that is on sale for you. So all of my favorite supplements. And if you don't see the show notes or you have a question, just slide into my DMs on Instagram. You can find me at Kellyanne Gorman Official. But Repurpose.io is a tool for my business and my content that I've been using for 8 years. And they're doing a huge promotion right now. So if you head to the show notes and click the link to sign up, you get a 2-week trial to start repurposing your content. I film videos about this all the time because it saves me so much time, money, and energy when it comes to content. If you're a business owner online, you absolutely must be using this tool. Again, my show is 9 years old that you're listening to right now, and I've been using this tool for about 8 years. I started off repurposing my shows and then all of my content. So basically, you have one video, you upload it to one social media platform, then you tell it where to go. So it's going to go to every other social media platform that you've designated it to go to. Now, because it's Memorial Day weekend, I know that everybody and their mother is having a damn sale. So Ninja and Shark, I have a link for you guys to get a discount. So you better be using that because you should never be paying full price or shipping. Now, when you do shop, you should be using Fetch Rewards because I have not spent my own money on Amazon in over a year now. I have gotten a new printer. I get Amazon groceries, whatever I shop on Amazon. I'm getting a new laptop soon. And it's because I use Fetch Rewards. This is a free tool. You take a picture of your receipt. It gives you points. Those points, you rack them up. You then exchange them for a gift card. You shop with a gift card. Free shopping. You can also sync all of your online accounts. So if you have your grocery stores like Albertsons and Walmart and Amazon or wherever you shop online, Target, you sync them. So if you're not like a paper receipt girly, it'll do it digitally as well. And then go online and share it with all your friends and family and you'll get thousands and thousands of points. You rack them up and you get gift cards. You shop with your gift cards. It is free shopping. If you want a couple extra $100 to pay for your kids' camp this summer, start scanning your receipts because you can pay with a Visa gift card. I'm telling you, it's that simple. In the show notes, you can use my link and you'll get 2,000 points to start. And my code is FUF9B. It's in the show notes. And again, all of my links for all of my beauty products, all of my spices, all of my supplements. So Brain MD is like my go-to right now. I have Procera Dose of Glow, La Belladonna. I use those every single day. I have Milford Spice. And they're doing this is the best weekend to shop, but also use my code so you don't have to pay shipping and you get an even bigger discount. But I know for a fact that all of the brands I work with, like Aloha, Moonbrew, Procera, La Belladonna, and Ninja, Shark, Repurpose.io, Fetch Rewards, like everybody does. This is like kickoff to summer, right? Use my codes. Shop off of my Amazon. Shop off of my TikTok Shop Showcase. If you need a link, you need to message me because I have links for everything. Even the brand new cosmetics I'm posting about, I have links. I just haven't even had a second to update. But if you go to kellyannecares.com, you will see a page where it shows you all of my favorite tools. That's where all the discounts of the brands I love. It's in my link tree, which is the link in every single social media profile I have. But I just wanted to share with you today that if you are going through something, you are not alone. I dig down real deep to get the strength that I need to share my story because I know it's going to help other people. And I feel like these things happen to me so that I can do that, which is why I wrote my book. Also, my coloring books are on sale. You should get the printables for summer because you can print them over and over again and your kids can color when you need a little break. Well, their brains need a little break from the device and everything is on sale. I'm going to be posting videos about that today, but let me see my notes, what else I have for you. Literally looking. Stay tuned. I have a whole new series coming to my social media about my lymphedema, how I'm doing more anti-inflammatory things, super high fucking protein meals, And I had chicken and steak this week. That's crazy. I normally don't do that, but I'm listening to my body. You have to listen to your body. You have to listen to your mind. You have to listen to your gut. And that's how you're going to power through anything that you're going through in life. And if you do not have a copy of my book, Everything is Messy, and for some odd reason you can't afford it right now, I will send you a copy. Just message me. But I just dropped the price to $9.97 for this entire weekend. So please reach out to me if you need any help on anything. If you want to book a business reset or just a regular clarity call with me, you can also do that in the show notes. But my next episode will be all about my brand new program, Messy to Momentum. So stay tuned for that. But please, if you have come this far and listened this much to me rambling on about mental health and menopause and all the things, please head to wherever you are listening to this episode right now. Leave me a review and screenshot and tag me, and I'm going to send you a special little treat. But reviews help other people find my show. And I do this show to help other people get organized, become productive, and live their best life, whether it's personally or professionally. They're looking for more information. And shows like this, mental health and menopause, millions of women are searching for information like this. So I'm just sharing my little 2 cents over here in the hopes that I can help just one person. So if that's you today, I hope that you have a great day. I hope that you leave me a review. I hope that you screenshot and tag it, because I have a special treat I want to send you. So thank you so much for listening. I think that's everything. Visit the show notes. Everything I mentioned will be there. And as always, I really, really appreciate you tuning in. I know that there are millions of podcasts you can listen to, but you chose mine. And I'm so grateful. And we are on 9 years celebrating the show. This year, June 10th is my anniversary. Less than a month. And I've got another big announcement for you with that. But have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.